Hey YouTubers, it's Guardian Mike, and we're going to discuss now in this tape coming up about the medical procedure, medical surgery, and a psych ward placement. The combination of both surgery when somebody is on psychotropics. Stay tuned. You have options. We'll teach you a little bit about what our experience is. We're going to witness to you what our experience is. Hey everybody, hey folks, it's Guardian Mike, and we're here on one of our mentoring moments. I'm going to try to keep this to 2 minutes. I just want to alert you. To you're going to have surgery. Family or someone you know is going to have surgery. And they're going to be under the knife for maybe 6 hours. And they might have, typically it's going to be orthopedic surgery. And it's planned. It's not elective, but it's planned, and I suppose you could decline it. But say you're going to have a hip replaced, both hips replaced, or some orthopedic procedure on the spinal column. But you or your loved ones are either on medicine for a mood disorder, on medicine for a thought disorder. So those are called psychotropics, or I don't know what the other ones are called. And it's not just high blood pressure pills. I want you to know how they manage this when you go to the hospital. It's been my experience. They're going to manage the medical condition separate from the psych, the behavioral problems, the thought processes, and the moods. And often they may take you off of your psych meds because they want to increase your probability that you survive the surgery. They're not going to tell you that. They want you to increase your probability that you survive the surgery, and that is going to be the decision of the surgery team. That surgery team is going to come in there and you'll be off your meds. It's in your bloodstream. You'll survive the surgery, 6-hour surgery, super difficult spine surgery or hip or knee, and the length of time. So you're going to be in the hospital for a while. Those drugs are not reintroduced right away because they're waiting to see if there's any complications, because you have to go back under the knife. And again, they want to reduce the risk of an adverse effect, they call it a bad result or a complication in the surgery. Now, you're all set. You got tubes in you, you got metals and screws, and you're healing well, and the surgery group turns you over to the medical doctor. You're on the floor, you might be in ICU, and your thought processes, your depression's coming in, you're manic or you're not manic, but all the problems that were taken care of with your psych meds are now reappearing. They're going to reintroduce the psych meds to you, okay? And it's not, I don't want to say it's magic, it's not precise. So 1 minute you can't stop talking, the next minute your loved one is catatonic. Up and down, up and down. Here's the point of this mentoring moment. Patience, patience, patience. I have families come to me to say, well, this is now a psych problem. Why are we in this medical ward at this great hospital? Why can't they just send our loved one to the psych unit, to the psych place? Oh, be careful. You're in the best place you can be. If the medical ward wants to keep you and you're mad at them because they can't get the drugs right, it takes time. The drugs have drained from your system. Because here's what you're asking. And I'm on those medical wards. I'm on the psych units. In the psych units, they take care of behaviors. So if your loved one is wanting to get out of bed, if your loved one is verbal and abusive and physical, they're going to knock them down. Now they're going to try to control the behaviors, and it could be by force. They could be on a psych unit with other people who are not controlled and bump into them and re-injure. You cannot control those behaviors. Keep them in. Oh, thank God you're in the medical ward. Work with the medical team. Don't rush to a judgment to a psych unit. They know when there's a psych unit, and so many families think, oh, I don't want my loved one on the medical ward. They've healed. Let's get them to a nursing home or a psych unit or whatever. No. That surgery could be undone by a security guard that bumps into your loved one or bumps into their bed because they're wrestling another person, almost like an inmate. So if you have people who are mentally ill, they lack insight, and they're off their meds, and they just survived a 6-hour surgery, and they got metals and screws in them, I would focus on that. You're going to tear up. You're going to see mom. You're going to see dad. You're going to see your kids whacked out. Ideation, not there. Behaviors, very verbal 1 minute and catatonic. I mean, just like that, frozen the next minute. They're trying to get the meds. It's not the fault of the med people. And you're thinking, I need a psychiatrist. Look, you got to follow the advice of the doctor. I'm just telling you what I see. I'm telling you what I've experienced, and it's individually, case by case by case. But many people default to this idea that I don't want my loved one in this unit of medical because it's really a psych problem, or they're in jail and they're secured. I got to get them into this other unit. You may be going from the frying pan to the fire. Be cautious, be very cautious, and move slowly, and think about that. And YouTube it. YouTube Warrior Cop and see what happens when people act out and they just slam them. They knock them down. Got to be careful. And I want to prevent you from falling into the mud and cleaning you up afterwards. Prevention means education. Know about that. So please, please, please ask around, and be patient. It takes time. There's no magic dosage when someone's coming out of surgery to get those behaviors under control. And the medical people will know when to put them in the psych unit and have more control. But there's different risks. I hope, is that clear? Seppi's helping out. Is that clear, Seppi?
Yes.
All righty. This is a Guardian Mike moment.